Are you tired of burglars running through your neighborhoods, running up to your door, breaking in, waking you up in the middle of the night, and you can't do anything about it? They run across your floor, and they always seem to find your most valuable possessions to steal and run off with. Well, stop them. Next time you're woken up by another burglar, head over to your phone and hit the police icon, and the RX-818 will do the rest for you. They'll be running straight out the door. Introducing the RX-818 from Falcon. Are you tired of being lonely, with no one around, no friends? You just sit around, you do nothing. Well, how about you spice things up? The RX-818 from Falcon Eyes turns any boring night into a fun-filled fiesta. Are your date nights bland, boring, lacking conversation? Spice it up with candle mode, sure to turn any boring dinner into one where she jumps right into your arms. The RX-818, the best light just got better. Hey guys, in this video I am checking out a brand new roll-up RGB LED light from Falcon Eyes. Many of you know that I've reviewed a number of their lights on this channel. This is the latest and the greatest, and it comes in this nice little plastic sturdy carrying case. This model is the RX-818. So I'm excited to check it out. Let's see how it comes packaged. So this is the giant carrying case that this light comes in. The whole case with everything inside probably weighs about 20 to 25 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. Has some really nice latches. And opening this up. So the first thing on top here is actually a foldable softbox. There is an instruction manual here. A whole bunch of cables on the right. So it looks like you have power, the other end of this controller box, which I'll get to here in a moment. Some antennas that are attached to it. Velcro. You got light mount adapters with a swivel arm and a strap. This is probably for carrying this giant thing right here. And the inside of this case is actually well padded. It has some nice material that covers everything. RX-818 Roll Flex LED light, Falcon Eyes. On this side you have a DMX output, DMX input, 2.4G, Bluetooth, USB, and a power switch. This side also empty. Around the back, you have a place to mount a battery pack if you wanted to use this with a battery pack instead of plugging it into power. This thing is very well built. You can see it's vented, vent holes at the top, all metal or aluminum chassis. Pretty premium piece of tech with nice grab handles right here. And the star of the show is the roll light itself. Cable attached to it, Velcro holding it together. Hopefully you can see the detail. There is some reflective backing in between these LED strips. Around the back, it's just a black material with some spots for Velcro, the soft section of Velcro. So I've set up this light on a light stand, and let's talk about some of its features. First of all, it is very thin. It's LED. You can see that here. It's a roll-up LED light. Very flexible. There is Velcro all around the back, and included in the packaging there are a bunch of Velcro mounting solutions. So if you wanted to put this up on a wall, you could easily do that with the included Velcro stickers. It comes with this metal frame that seems to be well constructed. It's not the most robust system in the world. If you're just moving the light around like this and rotating it, it seems to stay in place. Cable goes in here. It powers all of these LEDs on the front. 16 LEDs across and 18 down, and they are full RGB lights, which means you have the potential for millions of variations of colors. This is the collapsible softbox that comes with the light, and it's easy to put together. It's all Velcro. So you just go like this. You find the side that has a little cutout for the cord that goes on this side. I didn't time myself, but probably took around 30 seconds to do. And included is this, which is a diffuser. So that's the whole thing, and what's nice about this is that you have a full-on softbox, but it's much smaller than a traditional softbox because It's LED, it's super thin. So that is the softbox. Now let's take it back down. All right, so powering on this light is easy. You just hit the switch on the back of the controller. And I really like the wire setup with this light because a lot of the previous Falcon Eyes lights that I reviewed on this channel required essentially two huge boxes to mount somewhere on your light stand. One is a controller and the other is a giant heavy power brick. With this unit, what's nice about it is the power brick is built into the control unit, so you have one cord running from the light to the controller box and another one from the controller box to your outlet. And if you want to use battery power, you can do so with V-mount batteries. So let's turn this light on. So you flip the switch on the controller and then you can use your phone via a Bluetooth connection to completely control this thing. So let me turn this on. So right now it's at 3% brightness. There it is. You can adjust the color temperature, make it warmer, make it cooler. You can adjust the tint here. And this is the white light mode, so that's what it will look like. Now, in most cases, when I review a light like this, I go through the controller and the interface and talk to you about how you can adjust the colors and go through the menu system. In this case, I think that the menu system on the controller itself is a bit cumbersome. I mean, you can navigate it, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And it's a whole lot easier to navigate and use using the free app, which is called the DesalSick app. I don't know why they named it that, but that is the one you want to use to control this light. So let's talk about the app and I'll show you some of those cool features. So this is what the app interface looks like. Very basic, very easy to read and understand. First thing you want to do is connect. So you hit this little Bluetooth button at the top, you hit connect, and there it is. So there is my light. It's connecting via Bluetooth and you saw a flash and it's good to go. So now I can go into basic color mode. This is kind of a white temperature, so I can adjust the brightness. I can adjust the color temperature. So all the way from 10,000K all the way down to 2,800K. The second set of modes are special color modes. First one is kind of an X and Y coordinate. So you get to choose whatever color you want and it is adjusting back there like crazy. So here we are with the app and we're going into the blues, going into reds here. Super duper responsive. I mean, there is no delay at all. I mean, you could see my thumb hopefully moving in the corner. As soon as I move it one side, the color changes. The next mode on the list is HSI mode, which is pretty similar. You can use a color wheel here or you can adjust it by hand, each axis down below, as well as intensity. Next is RGB mode, and you have red, greens, and blues. You can adjust how much red, how much green, how much blue. So there's all red, here's all green, and here's all blue. And it's nice that it shows you what that looks like on the app itself. The next mode is color gel mode. For those who don't know, gels are basically cinematic light colors. So these are all presets built into this light, which is nice. You have Roscoe and Lee presets, so you can choose between the two. You can switch quite easily between all of the different presets. The last mode here is the demo effect, which is kind of just a fun mode. So the first one here is police. So there you are, red and blue lights. There's a candle, which kind of gives you a little bit of a flicker. There's a scene green, HSI demo, which just cycles through all of the different colors. CCT demo, which is the white color temperature. Scene blue, scene yellow, and then lightning flashing. So that looks like lightning. So the app is great. It's one of the better integrations of an application for a light that I've seen. It's very basic looking, but from a functional standpoint, it's easy to use. Let's talk a little bit about the technical aspects of this light. So it outputs 100 watts, which is a lot. It's very bright. This is 1%. And I'm in a well-lit room right now. I have natural light coming in. But if I crank this thing up to 100%, it gets pretty dang blindingly light. You don't want to stare at that. The beam angle on this light is 68 degrees. You have 95 CRI. And as you saw earlier, the color temperature goes from 2800K all the way up to 10,000K. So what are my overall impressions of this light? Well, I like it a whole lot. I'd have to say this is probably one of the best releases from Falcon Eyes that I've tested up until this point. It's really, really good. However, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for everyone because I think it's kind of overkill. Most people, if you have a studio or you have a room that you're shooting YouTube videos in that you don't want to rely on natural light, you can get away with a simple softbox. You can get away with a light that just outputs white. If you want or need the ability to go from a warm yellow like this to red, to pink, to blue, to green, then definitely check out this RGB light because it's really cool. But if you just want a basic light to help you with your studio setup, then check out the many other options from both Falcon Eyes and other sellers on Amazon and choose what's best for you and what's within your budget. Now, speaking of budget, this thing comes in at $730 currently. That pricing might change, so check the link down below. But for $730, the ability to use this light in a professional setting, the light output, the different colors, the variations, it's hard to argue. There's not a whole lot out there on the market that gives you this functionality with all of the different potential uses. You can mount this light, like I said before, anywhere, like inside of a car, in a closet, on a wall, in a ceiling, and you can control it from your phone, which is pretty awesome. So that is going to be it for my review of the Falcon Eyes RX-818. Hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this light. Do you use a light like this or any sort of lighting in your studio setups? I'm curious to see that. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all of your likes, comments, and support. Stay tuned for more. Thank you to Falcon Eyes for sending this unit out to me for review. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.